Hello and welcome to another episode of XenoChat. I am one of the hosts, Tyler, along with Justin.
Hey everyone.
Alright, and we got a few guests with us today. First up, we have Robin.
First up, who?
Did it cut out?
Well,
Yes.
I think that did cut out, yes.
That's weird. It did that last time.
But we did have somebody speak, and that person was Nick.
Yep, that was me. Hi.
Alright, and we also have Robin.
I'm also here.
Alright, and today's episode should coincide with Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day, everyone. Do
Happy
something
Mother's
nice
Day.
for your mother, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're gonna discuss some of the good, bad, and neutral moms of the Xeno series. Yeah.
Nice.
So it was kind of harder to rack our brains in comparison to the dads, simply because mom representation kind of sucks in the Xeno games. Kind of.
To be fair, kind of sucks in many games.
It's true.
Yeah,
games.
it's not
That-
unique to Xeno.
That's very true. But we were able to find a decent list, so we will go over that.
I guess it's not the worst in Pokemon. At least they exist, you know.
Yeah.
Dads are the missing person in Pokemon.
I mean,
Typically.
parents in video games tend to be missing, but
Mhm.
there is a prevalence of moms that are just like, this mom exists to die
Yeah.
and further somebody else's story.
That's why it's always refreshing when you play a game and both parents are there and they interact with the main character and they aren't villains. In other words, go play Atelier Ryza.
Yep, go
good
play
game.
Earthbound.
Yes.
Go
Also-
play Earthbound, go play Ryza, go play Mega Man Battle Network.
Also play Grandia 3. You have a mom that joined your party, and she's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and Mega Man Star Force. The mom and dad's pretty based.
Nice.
So play
Play-
anything that isn't Xeno. Oh, no.
Don't play Xeno. Xeno's a bad game.
Yeah,
something
bad
else,
game.
yeah. If you want parents, go play another game, I guess.
Don't play JRPGs if you're looking for parents.
All right.
What
Let's
about,
see.
I'm trying
go
to
on.
think. Is there some that are like, oh, the quest is to find your parents? That should be a thing more. Just
I
saying.
feel like there are
Well,
things where it's like,
isn't
you
that-
gotta go find your dad. Like, your shitty dad is missing. Go find your shit dad.
Well, wasn't that the plot to like Dragon Quest V?
Probably.
I did not play that one.
Okay, never mind.
So make a Hunter x Hunter video game, I guess.
I mean, again, Final Fantasy X, you're sort of on a quest to figure out what happened to your shitty dad, but also you don't care because your dad is shitty and sucks.
It's true. Fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Not as much as your mom sucks, but like that's ignored.
Well, speaking of moms sucking, okay, that's
Oh god, we're not talking about Resident Evil.
Dang.
Jeez.
It's not that kind of
By that we
podcast.
mean bad moms, not
yes. I mean,
Moms.
let's start with shitty moms in the Xeno games. Starting with Gears, and up first, actually, the only mom we have listed as a shitty mom in Gears is Miang.
Well, Miang did try to get all of her children to sacrifice themselves to the God Battery. That wasn't cool.
No, it was not.
If you're a mom, take note. Do not tell your child to sacrifice themselves for the God Battery.
Yeah.
Maybe another question to ask our lovely viewers are: how many of you play Xenogears and are a mom today?
Wow. Time works, don't it?
Oh,
things.
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But
Well,
Ming also possessed Karen, who is Faye's mom, and there she was more specifically shitty, since she did experiments on Faye, completely psychologically wrecked him, made him kill people just for the LOLs, and also told Krellian, hey, I see you're making a son named Ramses in a tube. What if you just fucked him over too?
what a complete Karen.
Dang.
Indeed, she is the Karen. She is the origin of Karens. That's actually every Karen is just the Miang gene being activated.
Wow, Xenogears is so ahead of its time. Who would have
Really
thought?
was. Do we have any other notes on any other moms in Gears? Or just more notes on why Miang is not a good mom?
No, she's manipulative and terrible, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we could we could probably move on to the shitty Xenosaga moms if we're ready.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
First up, well, I guess it's kind of debatable. I mean, she goes through some stuff, but Yuli Mizrahi is, for the most part, a shitty mom for 1.5 games or so.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning of 2, she kind of...
It's pretty early in 2.
Yeah, it's pretty early in 2 that she stops, but when we're introduced to her, it is as a shitty mom to Momo.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess she's kind of going through a lot there in some ways, but yeah, it's not a strong start. Not a good look right at the start.
Yeah, it's understandable because it's a reminder of her other dead daughter Sakura. So that understandable why she's cold, but it's still Momo is her own person, so it is affecting.
Yeah, Momo's
her.
going through stuff too, and maybe having a mom would be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Pretty much.
Well, now a mom without any redeeming qualities.
Yeah, who wants to talk about the main villain of Xenosaga?
Yeah.
There's I was gonna say, it was just like with Yuli, there's like there's a lot of reasons you can see why it'd be kind of hard for her to get used to that by comparison to a lot of these other ones here. You know, she's, I mean, like, you know, does other daughter gone, and this is not like what she's used to at all, and doesn't know why Momo is really there for some reasons. Well, it does, but it's just like, it's weird to her, and understandably so. I get it, you know. It's but yeah, I'm glad that she does like shape up and learn to learn to love Momo and be a parent to her instead.
Yeah.
Just I felt like we should have said
Well,
say a little bit more on her.
Oh,
on
we
that,
will. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just
We're only in the
saying.
shitty moms category. We haven't gotten to good moms.
Oh, okay, that's true. We're not. We're still doing shit moms. I forgot.
Yeah, don't worry.
Well, don't. I'm not going to say that again.
Yeah.
No more of that phrase.
That's okay. Main villain of Xenosaga, though. Who wants to go?
Cherenkov's wife, which she's so bad she doesn't even get a name.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, like, does she even have one?
I was going to say her name was Sharon, and then I'm like, wait, no, that's a different character who's good.
Yeah, that's a good character.
It's like funny because when I first played Saga, I completely forgot about how shitty Cherenkov's wife was until more recently when I was rewatching the cutscenes, and then I was laughing at how over the top and how like terrible she was. I'm like, damn. So I want to know who out there is a Cherenkov's wife apologist.
Oh, jeez.
Because I know it's the internet, and for how shitty a character is, there's always going to be somebody who's going to defend him. I want to know, who is there anybody out there that defends this character?
We have the lower bar of somebody please defend Larithia, and nobody's met that one, so don't ask them to defend Cherenkov's wife.
I think the better question is there anyone besides us that remembers this character?
Fair.
I completely forgot about her until I rewatched the cutscenes, so...
I know, right?
Well, for those of you who might have forgotten Cherenkov's wife, she basically married Cherenkov just because I guess you needed to be married in order to clone yourself. So her entire reasoning for marrying him and also she was his attorney, which pretty sure you can't do that. Pretty sure do not marry your client. Bad form there. She just wanted a clone, who she probably would have been a bad mom to, because all she does is suck. All she does is be a shitty human being.
Yeah, we see no instances of her doing anything good.
No, we
So what
just
you're
see
saying
this-
is she's a keeper.
Yeah, she's a keeper. She's
Nice.
good. 10 out of 10 wife. Waifu material. Body pillow win.
Really
Hell
glad
yeah.
we
Oh,
got that
no.
off our chests.
Yeah, she
And
sucks.
that's shockingly enough all the bad moms of Saga.
And by chest, I mean I'm really glad we scraped that shit off of our shoe. Anyway.
Okay, then. Well, we're going through the bad moms really fast because there's not really a ton of them.
Short episode. No, I'm kidding.
But don't worry, we got good moms and
we got good.
moms.
We got a really good mom
Yeah.
list. Yeah.
Yeah. So next up we have Xenoblade. First up, somebody put Larithia on here.
And
Someone
nobody
wanna-
deleted that.
Nobody deleted that.
Wait a second. Okay, we don't have proof, but I guess we can guess. You know.
The justification is that, well, yeah, she's not a mom. She probably made people call her mommy. Mommy, please step on me.
That's
This is not
That's
a Resident Evil podcast. Please stop.
Jesus Christ.
Then why was this put on the document if you didn't want me to say that?
you left it there.
Anyway, you know who's actually a bad mom in Xenoblade? Yumea. There was the part where she was like, what if my daughter tried to kill my other daughter? That sucked. The part where she had an entire order that was like dedicated to killing Melia, that wasn't good. She also wasn't particularly warm to Callian. That's not great.
Yeah.
Didn't tell Tyrea that she was partially Homs. Also, a thing that I just thought was
Dang, that's
interesting.
true.
I don't think that this gives her points or takes away points. I just thought it was interesting that they. There is dialogue you can find where one of the NPCs mentions that it would have been traditional or, like, I guess, expected that once they found out that the father of Tyrea did have Hom's blood, that she should have aborted the child, and Yumea didn't. Which I just thought it was interesting that Xenoblade touched on that topic at all. I don't think that obviously her body, her choice, so I don't want to give her or take away any points. That's just a thing that I thought was interesting that they mentioned at all. How many games mention abortion? Not many. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. Xenoblade's pretty based.
Wait, yeah, I guess they did. Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Yeah. All right. So now that we're done with the shitty moms, let's get to the good moms.
So actually,
That is weird.
before
Anyway,
we go
on.
into the good moms, would it be okay if we just touched on the neutral moms real quick?
Sure,
Yeah.
we can jump to neutral moms first.
Okay, but
Okay.
wait, I gotta get in the chaotic evil moms. No, I'm kidding.
Chaotic.
We need to get
Wait,
the
wait.
lawful evil
We gotta
moms.
get the lawful good, the neutral good, the chaotic good. Then we'll get to the neutral good.
Well, if we had more moms, we probably could do that.
I mean, the lawful neutral.
gosh.
Well, the thing with a lot of moms, as we said, is that some of them will just be mentioned as existing, and
Yeah.
therefore we don't want to not include them. Like, any given character, we can assume that they had a mom, but,
That's
like,
true.
Ryan's parents are never specifically mentioned, so just say, like, we don't want to include Ryan's parents who are never given anything, as opposed to, like, let's go with, I don't know, first neutral mom on the list, Queen Mariel, who is Bart's mom, where she is mentioned in Perfect Works, so I guess we should mention her too, but all we can say is, she made Bart. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what she did.
That's true.
And then, there's also in Xenosaga, there's Aoi Uzuki, which we do see, but she's in a coma the entire time we see her, and then she
Yeah.
dies.
I forgot that was her name for a moment, and then I was just thinking about how much it sounded like alley-oop.
I
thought of
forgot her name earlier as well.
Ryan jumping alley-oop.
Yeah.
Aliyu Pazuki.
So
Alley-oop Zuki.
which
And then
I
in
Sorry.
That's okay.
No.
Because I did hear. This is a theory, but I remember hearing people talk about that Shion is possibly a clone of Aoyuzuki. Have you guys heard of that theory?
I do
What?
remember hearing about it, but I don't remember anything, and I don't remember how that would have affected anything.
Listen, in
Yeah.
this fandom, I hear so many theories a day. I just tune most of them out.
This is true. I mean, it doesn't really affect her role of
No, I'm
just
curious,
being in a coma and doing nothing.
No,
But-
that's pretty bad. Sleep all day. Bad mom.
Bad mom.
Bad mom.
I thought it was bad when her blood was not on the
Yeah, you
inside
can't-
of her.
you
Her
can't
blood
even
should be
hold
on the
blood.
inside.
What kind of mom can't hold blood? Come on.
Oh god!
What?
Oh my
You
god!
remember the scene where Shion's freaking out because the blood is supposed to be
Yeah.
inside the
Yeah,
mom?
I get it. It's just the way Nick said it.
Yeah, wait.
Oh, she's not a vampire. My bad.
Anyway.
This is good content.
Yeah, this episode's going places.
I like
A lot
it.
of moms.
I like
Yeah.
It works. It works.
it.
All right, so moving on to Blade's neutral moms, we have Shulk's mom. She gave birth to Shulk. Yes. What's kind of interesting about Shulk's mom is that we can't really see her face in game, but they actually did give her a face. If you hack the game and give it like free cam, you can actually see what she looks like. And even more interesting about that is apparently they actually did touch up her model for Definitive Edition too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, good. So her boring neutral face is detailed now.
Slightly more detailed at least. Which I think it's just funny that they bothered to do that, you know, and we're not even supposed to see it.
Jeez.
I will
That is
send you the
great.
link to that,
That's
and if
great.
you want to post that in the like show notes, then we can do that.
Okay.
Somebody on Twitter was mentioning that, and I always thought that was really funny.
All right.
That is pretty
yeah.
funny.
Pretty nice.
I
Yeah.
like that. That's funny. Well,
You
speaking
know
of
who else had a mom?
yes, who?
Rex had a mom. She
Oh.
died.
Oh,
We
yeah,
don't
you
know
see
if it was a case of mom can't hold blood disease or what.
You do see a tombstone at least, you know.
Yeah,
And
so...
then he also has Kareem.
Yeah, but Korean isn't neutral.
We're gonna get to Corinne.
Hmm.
Unlike Rex's birth mother, who
Oh yeah, I guess that would be
definitely
another
gave
thing.
birth to Rex.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes, that is a thing that happened.
I'm sorry, I'm way off today. I'm not. I should be following the sheet better.
It's okay. We've
okay.
moved around a little, so it's very
yeah.
understandable.
Yeah. So last neutral mom is Malia's mom, her Ham's mom, which of course died,
That's
and she liked flowers.
I would argue, based on some of the things we're going to see in the good mom category, that Melia's mom should have been a good mom, because Melia does regard
Oh.
her quite highly.
This is true. I probably shouldn't have put her as a neutral mom then.
But she did like
No,
flowers.
but I mean, we don't see that much of Melia's mom. It's just like, okay, it's kind of implied that she might have been okay. Like, it
Yeah,
seems like
no,
we're kind of
Again,
speculating.
it was only based on some of the other things
Yeah.
that we have listed as being, this is a good mom, and it's like,
Exactly.
You sure? You sure based on that one sentence? Okay.
Yeah, like just to kind of clarify, neutral moms doesn't necessarily mean that like they're bad. It's just we just don't have enough to really have an opinion of them one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
And Melia's mom, we know she likes flowers, but we, again, know that Melia does regard her well. And,
Yeah.
and she developed her own interest in flowers partially as a way to, keep close to her mother. So, that's my argument for why she should be a good mom, which is, again, related to some of the arguments we'll see in Good Mom.
Speaking of
Yeah,
moms,
something before we get to that, something I was just thinking, are there any grandmas in the Xeno series?
I believe Margie mentions that her grandmother died before when you go to rescue her, she'll ask one of the sisters, hey, where's my mother and grandmother?
Oh yeah.
And they'll go, they're both dead. So, no, because they're dead, but one of them is mentioned.
I was just thinking like it would have been kind of cute if like we got to meet like Ricky's mom.
Oh, that would have been so cute.
Then you could have like little like Grandma Napon, and she gets to enjoy her
Grammy
grandkids.
Pond!
Yeah,
Little Grammy Pond and a
Grammy
Grammy
Pond.
Pond.
Oh.
That's true.
Bad game.
Monolith. Let's get us some. So let's get a Grandma Napon in Xenoblade 3. You know
Okay,
you want to do
Monolith,
it.
we need
Least.
worse mothers, more mothers, grandmothers.
Give us all the moms and grandmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are hungry for moms.
Well, let's talk about some more moms.
Hungry mom.
Are we good for? Do you guys want to continue on to the good moms?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, we will start with Xenogears, and arguably one of the coolest backstories a mom has in Xenogears or any Xeno game, but I wish she was on screen more, was Yui Uzuki, which is the mother to Midori, and yeah.
One of my favorite things
Wife
about
to
Yui
Satan.
Uzuki. One of my favorite things about Yui Uzuki is her ability to teleport. She just like next time you meet her, she's like, "Oh yeah, we're just up here now." Okay, that's cool. How'd you get up here?
Yeah, how did you
Like, I don't even remember how we got up here. How did you get up here?
how'd you climb Battle Tower all by yourself? Just
Oh,
Yui's
I don't
actually
know.
really good at platforming.
Who knows? Everyone in Shavat smokes peyote or something.
They smoked peyote until they got to Shabbat? Is that what?
I guess that's how I should have played that section.
I guess.
I you know what? I'm not even gonna dwell on that.
We're not even going to think about that one.
Again, Yui was really cool before she was a character in Xenogears. She was like a
Oh, yeah,
Shabbat
fair.
soldier.
She had a
She was
sword.
the most skilled with the sword.
Yeah, didn't she defeat Satan in a sword combat? Or Satan?
Yeah, I
God, I
believe
wish
so.
she would again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that she beat him at sword, and then he was like, "Oh my god, this lady beat me at sword. I need to marry her. I better
my-
go talk to her grandpa."
Oh my god, ReZero directly copied a storyline from that. Anyway,
Well, it copied it from Macross first,
probably
so
true. Probably true.
actually,
There's like this old guy in that show that was like, "Oh, this was the best lady I ever met at fighting. That was the only person to ever be able to beat me in a sword fight, and so I married her." I'm like, okay, cool. You do you.
Freaking Max.
yeah. Anyway, speaking of not Macross,
I mean,
Believe me, as much as I want to talk about Macross, we got to talk about Xeno.
I'd do it. If somebody who could beat me in a sword fight would be like, "Oh, I'll beat you in a sword fight. I'll marry you." Well, okay, sure.
I mean, that's such a low standard for me. Like, I beat you in a sword fight. Wow, good fucking job.
Yeah, but like, what if sword fighting was your life?
Like,
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yes, that would be one thing, but right
Okay.
now, me as I am,
You'd have
No.
common ground, is all I'm saying.
Medina Van Houten.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Satan can use a sword.
Yeah, Medina Van Houten, the mother of Ellie. And, well,
Wife of Eric Van Houten.
now I can't remember, was she
Wait,
technically her biological mother, or just...
Yes.
think
Okay,
so,
okay.
yeah.
Yes, there was a bit where Ellie theorizes that maybe her nanny was her actual biological mother, but Medina basically goes, "No, I'm your mother, and furthermore, I raised you, so I'm still
Sure.
your mother."
So it
Not
doesn't...
speak.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna make a really stupid joke that nobody here will get probably. I was gonna say not to be confused with Funky Cole Medina.
I got the joke. I
Okay,
just managed to not say it.
Good, there you go. I got it in there. That's all that matters.
Excellent.
Okay, and then so either way, she was a good a mother to Ellie, and she ended up sacrificing herself to save Ellie in the end, which you'll see is a running thing with mothers in Xenogears. But yeah, she saved her child. So
Yeah, she did. She was good.
yeah.
Good job dying, Mom. She also did encourage Ellie to, like, run after Faye / her own happiness when
It is protective.
Eric
yeah.
had basically said, alright, I told Faye to fucking go away and leave my family alone.
I mean, that was a bad call, but it was for a good reason, at least. I'm kidding.
No, wait, which one?
About her convincing him to run after... about her convincing her to go ahead and run after Faye.
Yeah, Faye's probably not worth it, but that's
No,
okay.
not worth it, but sure.
I do want to talk about our next one, Raquel Black.
Giving Faye shit,
The
sorry.
mother of Billy and Primera and wife of Josiah. So she raised Billy and Primera after Jesse just fucked off.
Yeah, she was a fucking saint.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Things that you find out in Perfect Works include that she also helped people through drive addiction.
Oh.
So,
Damn.
more lore that we just don't get.
She is a saint.
No wonder her son joined the clergy.
I'm trying to remember, were all the Gebler Goobers drive addicted? Or was it just Ellie for a while?
Ellie wasn't addicted, she just responded very badly.
That's true. She was an angry drunk. I mean, an angry whatever you call that.
Angry driver.
Angry driver.
Angry driver! Been down too long in the midnight sea!
And then we got Drivers and Blades in Xeno 2. What is going on?
This is a good episode.
What
Tell
is
us about the
going
next mother, Nick.
Karen Wong played ball with Faye. Yeah, I guess she did that. And she also sacrificed herself to save Faye. It's like we mostly saw her in flashbacks. Actually, we only saw her in flashbacks, I think.
Yeah, well, when we see her as Karen and not as Miang as Karen,
yeah,
all she does is play ball with Faye. It was great.
Listen, it was supposed to be like an emotional moment. It was like, oh, this is one of the few good parts of my childhood, right? Thanks for the backup, everyone.
No, you're right. You're right.
I'm trying to not speak the whole episode.
You have a word,
I mean, I take anyone helping on that. It's like
no, you're spot on. It's
been a while, but I'm just like, I do remember that cutscene and just like, yeah, I mean, she tried to be good to Faye. It wasn't really her fault what happened with Faye, I wouldn't say.
No, since she was possessed.
Yeah.
Which is why she's on the good mom list. Like, she played ball and was able to overcome Miang's possession to stop her son from getting killed. That's pretty good.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
It is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I'm trying to. Oh man, it is. My memory is failing me right now. I am very sorry, but like, doesn't Josiah come in and be like and say something to her that's like really rude or something? I don't remember.
Josiah saying something to Karen?
No, I'm thinking of somebody else. My bad.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. I was thinking of a different cutscene. I'm Mandela affecting.
So anyway, about Margie.
Yeah. I mean, she's not a literal mother, but she is the holy mother of Misan.
So she's everybody's mother, if you believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Spiritual mother to all.
Mm-hmm.
She's only like, is she like 15 in that game?
She's 16.
16, right. Yeah.
Yeah, they do say it is kind of a lot for a 16-year-old, but she does her best, kind of.
Yeah, she kind of got forced into that position early.
It's actually, it's really confusing, because her mother had it before her. I'll even skip ahead to another good mom, which is Margie's mother, the great mother Elvira. She killed herself to avoid the effects of truth serum and keep the nature of the Fatima Jasper hidden. But then Margie gets the position, so it's an inherited position, which is really weird in a religious order.
also kind of not sure about like. I mean, like, what do you? Like, I get hiding it, but then like, it felt like a little anticlimactic in the game what the Fatima Jasper ended up.
It
being
also
against
doesn't really make sense, but that's okay.
Yeah, maybe
Video
that's
game.
why my mind is like a little fuzzy on why it is like that. Anyway, I'm sure they had that planned out.
Another mother, and indeed an other mother, is Anne, Rico's mom.
Yes, I remember this character very well. She was very prominent in this game,
Uh-huh.
and
Yes.
she raised Rico as best. This message says raised Rico as best she could while sick. I definitely remember that.
Yeah.
Yes, I can tell you do.
Yeah, I could. Like the teleprompter is not telling me to say that. I just came up with that.
Well, she was. I mean, because she was the wife of the emperor.
Yeah, she was.
Kaiser,
of
excuse
Kislev.
you.
Yeah, and
Yes, big elf man.
yeah,
I mean,
and
no
she
man.
and
Whatever
basically
he is.
when it turned out that Rico was showing signs of being a demi-human, she and her son were kicked out of the palace. It's just, or wait, were they kicked out, or did she escape? Or
That one I'd have to look more into. I do remember that. Although if you play the game, it seems like the implication is Kaiser Sigurd is the source of Rico's demi-humanism. If
That's
you
what I was
read Perfect
thinking.
Works,
Honestly, I was thinking
actually,
that was what I was thinking anyway.
what?
That he was more the reason.
Well, if you read Perfect Works, then actually you would know that she was kind of given drugs, and that might have been the cause of Rico's appearance.
oh,
But yeah, she was sick with dying mother disease and did her best to raise Rico despite having dying mother disease. But she also did that really obnoxious thing where she was like, "Oh, your dad loves you, but also he needs you to never be near him, and he can't let you know who he is, and he won't talk to you. But he loves you!"
Okay, simp. I mean, anyway.
I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying.
Justin,
Yeah.
you haven't spoken for a while. Tell us about Shalimar.
No, I was talking about more. We were talking about.
Fine.
Anne still.
I'll stop doing that thing where I force people to talk.
I guess she's okay for putting up with his shit, but also, yeah, no, fuck that guy. She should have left him long time ago. I guess she technically did.
Yes, because she died.
She should have left him before that. She should have left him before that. Also, I think the drug she was taking was badassery because Rico is awesome. He just doesn't get enough time.
Rico is cool. I love Rico.
Exactly. Yep, he deserved more.
He was taking the same shit as whatever Blanca's parents took, I guess.
Yeah, they went to the same clinic.
Speaking of which, Blanca wearing a suit? Pretty awesome. Anyway.
It is pretty good. All right. So next up is Shalimar.
Yes.
Yes, Sigurd's mom. I honestly don't remember her all that much.
Well, she wasn't mentioned at all. But if
Yeah.
you read Perfect Works...
oh my god.
But if you read Perfect Works, you know she raised her son well despite his dad being a bit of a dick. See, I can do that too.
I love how many of these are just, well, if you read Perfect Works.
Yeah, that's a lot of these. It's just like one line. All right, next up, Zebulun Era Eliam, who sacrificed herself for Emeralda. So, yeah.
And that
Sacrifice
happened in
yourself
the
makes
game.
you a
You
good
didn't
mom.
even need to read Perfect Works for that one.
That is in fact in the game. I don't think there was much else to say about her, was there?
Shalimar?
No. Era Eliam.
Oh, I'm sorry. Probably not.
Yeah.
Nah, not really.
Nah.
I mean, there's not much seen.
No, we know that she couldn't reproduce on her own because she had whatever disease prevented people from reproducing in the Zeboim era.
Yep. And speaking of moms dying, we've got Claudia Balthazar, who died in an experiment with oh my goodness, I can never say this name. Sibzen. There you go.
Yeah.
She sacrificed her life that allows Sibzen to link with Maria, and then that took Maria to escape the surface to Isaac Balthazar.
Well, you see, Maria, your dad's a mad scientist, so you know.
Yeah, they escaped Solaris. And
never marry a mad scientist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's really the moral of the Xeno series. Don't do that.
Marry a mad scientist. It's a rough life.
Yeah, you're
indeed.
Gonna get held. Yeah.
For that matter, was Klaus ever married?
Not as far as we know at this point. When Xenosaga, Xenoblade 3 doesn't exist.
I mean, potentially. I mean, they're suggested. Anyway, should we even go into that?
No,
do we even need to go into that? I'll read somebody else's fan theory on that one.
So going forward, we got Sophia. So it's another example of a religious figure.
Sorry,
I didn't realize religion was so funny. I mean,
I was thinking about the last topic, and I was just like Zanza coming in. No, we're just going through a rough patch. Maintenance and I are just going through a rough patch. It'll all.
Marriage counselor Alvis.
This fan fiction is writing itself.
I'm just
sorry, I didn't mean to dwell on that. I just thought about it for a second. Why are the Baroness and Mechonis always fighting? It's not a real fight. We're just going through a slight rough patch right now.
Look, your mother and I both love each other very dearly, and we both love you very much. Don't worry, this isn't your fault.
Go on, Tyler. You were talking.
Sorry.
Well,
tell us about Sophia.
Yeah, she was another holy mother. Basically, she didn't have any children of her own, but she was extremely motherly and caring for the people and making the world a better place. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, next up, I was kind of, I don't know, excited about talking about this one, but I was like, oh yeah, Anna is a mother. Anna, which is a dolphin demi-human that was, her husband was killed by reapers early in the game, and does not make it a bad or a good thing, but she married Hans like 5 minutes later. But
no, I can support that.
Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that. I know
nothing one of her children, except that it isn't Franz, the better choice.
Yeah, I mean he's got the hot sounds.
I know one of her children was not okay with this, but
yes, her son was not happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mom,
her daughter just wanted to play cards.
Mom, my dad's sounds aren't hot enough.
Well, there was a way cooler dolphin man that you could have married, and he had hot sounds.
Yeah, hot sounds.
You married this shit one.
Jeez.
She's the shittier dolphin.
Yeah, you married the Kid Rock of sounds. What the hell?
Oh.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that about Hans. That's terrible.
And with that, that's all of the mothers in Gears.
No.
Yes,
because the next one I had already spoken about earlier.
No, still not, because technically, Ellie has to step up to the plate for Emeralda. Just saying.
Fair, but Emeralda has to stop calling her old woman.
Okay, that's true. But really, maybe that's Ellie's fault. Who knows?
Also, Emeralda is spontaneously 18 now.
You know, we all go through those phases of life.
All right. Yeah.
And with that, that covers all the moms of Gears. This is
Yeah,
a very short episode.
I think
It's so sad.
we're not to Saga and Blade yet.
I know, I was just... But comparatively...
We'll stretch it. We'll stretch it.
Oh, don't worry. I mean, we've... I can start spreading random false information based on bad memories if anybody wants it. We can just talk about that for a while.
Sure, start with the first mom that is good of Saga.
Yuli Mizrahi?
Yes.
She tried to get help for Sakura, even trusting a clearly crazy man. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, when you write it like that, it's not a good thing.
Wait a second.
Well, she tried to help her daughter. That's the
Hey, wait a
cut
minute.
off the rest of the sentence.
She did try to get help for Sakura, even trying dubious methods, I guess. But no, that still doesn't sound good.
Wait, I shouldn't seek out a doctor? This man in a trench coat on the street corner can help me with my daughter instead?
Wait,
You know,
we're looking at this all wrong.
Good intentions, poor judgment, you know?
But we're looking at this wrong. She said, I need help for my daughter. Who would know better how to deal with children than this man with 667 children? 669 children. Clearly, this man knows kids.
Oh, yeah. We're all talking about Jumba Jukiba, of course. Oh, yeah, no, my bad. You're
But yeah, ultimately, because we did mention Yuli as a bad mother earlier, but she does grow to accept Momo as her own new daughter instead of a copy or replacement of Sakura.
Yeah, and she really tries. I was just gonna say is like she has a character arc, and we like that.
Yeah.
And
She grows.
we
as a
also
mother.
do see her being, like, patient and motherly with Abel in Saga 3.
Yes,
That's true. That is true.
So, yes, Yuli goes on she was a good mom, then she was going through a mourning period and having a sort of clone, sort of remade version of her daughter was not helping her with that, and then she is able to recover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I feel like, yes, it's when you're in that place, I could see it being hard to see it from the perspective of like, oh, this is Momo. She's based off of my daughter, but she's not my daughter. How am I supposed to feel about my late husband doing this in the first place? But it's rather big of her to step up to the plate and do her best and learn to love Momo for who she is and realize that she is a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She comes around, so she's ultimately a good mom.
Yes. So another good mom from Xenosaga is Sharon Rosas from Pied Piper.
I guess I should mention for Yuli, which is the same with Sharon, is both of them falling for Ziggy is a pretty good trait in my book.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Good taste.
Yeah, good taste. I mean, that dad energy is already there anyway, so it's like perfect, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, there's no signs of Sharon Rosas ever being like bad by any means to Joaquin.
Yeah. I mean, most of what we see of Sharon is through her relationships with Yan, but
Yeah.
you know.
She really shouldn't have joined that cult though.
That was a bad move.
I know. Yeah, exactly, right? Seriously, why would you even walk into that church? Come on.
And another to add to the pile of sacrificed moms, we have Kevin's mom, who sacrifices herself to save her son. She shoves Kevin in a pod, and then she becomes a Gnosis. And this fucks up Kevin forever.
Listen, Kevin, I realize putting you in this Pez dispenser looks bad, but hear me out. This place is dying. Yeah, I'd say she's pretty good. She saved her son.
She saved her son at the cost of her own life. Like it's she did good. It's just how could she have known that her son was going to become the biggest d bag,
Yeah.
and that she should have put herself in the pod and said, "Bye, Kevin."
Yeah, I mean, like, Kevin's enough that like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast would praise him, probably worships him.
I use Kevin in all of my decorating.
There's
Good.
an altar to Kevin. Yeah.
Oh my
God. This episode started off bad and just got worse.
I'm loving it.
I think it's awesome. So we move on to Blade Mothers.
Yes.
Justin, save this episode. Stop us.
Justin, please stop us from speaking.
Yeah.
Just cancel the episode.
You invited me on. What do you expect?
So first mother we have up is Oka.
Yay, Oka.
Which is Riki's wife and mother of his 11 children, of their 11 children.
She goes out and slays a fucking monster. Does that say enough for you?
Yeah.
She does that for her children.
Oka should be like a bonus boss in challenge mode.
That would be great.
Yeah, but you don't want to fight Oka. Come on.
As I said, bonus boss. It's fine.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Worst we can say... Sorry, continue.
No, I'm good. Go on.
In Future Connected, Nene does say that Oka will react very harshly to when her kids misbehave, but Nene also says she knows that her mother loves her, which is good, but, don't hit your kids.
Yeah.
Don't hit them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good mother.
Oh, wait, that was Oka. I'm sorry. I was
Yes.
thinking of Coco. That Coco is the one that slays the monster. My bad.
I thought that you might have had that wrong.
Yeah. I just realized what I was looking at.
I was like, I don't remember this, but I'll nod along. Just
I'm thinking of Coco.
Like, did she? Maybe. There's a lot of character dialogue.
We're gaslighting each other?
I fully admit to being wrong because, I don't want to be. I can't wait till somebody listening to there is like, what is this idiot talking about? And I'm like, yeah, I'm the idiot. I'm admitting it right now.
Yes, we're gonna get hate email for not remembering one line about Oka.
I was thinking of Coco from Cross.
Tell us about Coco from Cross since you're talking about
But before you anger Coco Stan 98.
Listen,
I'm Coco Stan 98.
First of all, Coco Stan 98, I'd love to meet you. Oh, hi.
Hey, what's up? I fucking love Coco. She's great.
Yeah, me too. She's great. She leads a caravan. She kills a monster basically on her own. Like, you come in at the end of it, and she's like, yes, I'm going to feed this to my children, basically. I think that's what she says. She's something like that.
Yeah, she's kind of like if Oka was also a barbarian.
Yeah, and just badass in general.
Yeah, Coco's great. Coco being the mother of Tatsu.
Yes, exactly. And I'm trying to think of how many kids she has. She has quite a few kids.
Yeah. And because she's the head of the caravan, you could also argue more motherly status there.
Yeah, I mean, Nopon seem to have a lot of kids in general, actually. This seems to be a big thing with them.
Is it? I feel like it's notable among Ricky that he has so many.
Ricky has a lot, but you saw how many Coco had too, right? She had a bunch. They're like the rabbits.
It's supposed to be like a specific trait because when you're looking at the affinity chart, you only get a few.
You do, but I mean that's
the affinity chart.
I got the gist of it. I felt like was that, and maybe I was overreading into this, but it felt like a lot of that caravan was actually made up of her children.
It could be. It's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It's kind of been a while since I did that part of the story myself, but I was like, it's all the kids. And I feel like that might just be a Nopon thing in general.
Might be.
Like I said, they could be like the rabbits of the Xeno universe, the Xenoblade universe. But either way, they take really good care of their kids, typically. I've not seen an instance in which they really don't that I can think of. But Coco's kind of a boss. I don't know how she took out that monster she did because it was way bigger than her. But
Coco's overleveled.
Yeah, she kind of is.
You know who else is overleveled?
Lynn's mom?
Lynn's mom.
Lynn's mom? Why?
Took daughter to work, and daughter just happened to become a mecha genius.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's how many people have parents that are like engineers that you just like you see their kid and they're like a 13-year-old like genius about mechanical shit. Like that doesn't happen often.
Good mom.
Yeah. Like how many what is Lynn like is she
13.
like she is 13 yeah, that's right. So a 13-year-old like, "Oh, I didn't tune the rocket thrusters on the giant robot right. Oops." Like I would say even getting to that point is a pretty big step personally.
Yeah, Lynn definitely learned a lot from her parents. Good parents. And she loved them a whole lot.
Yeah.
Good parents.
Too bad we didn't get to see them.
The only thing that I can say about her parents that she didn't learn well was her parents had a really shitty sense of humor. I'm sorry. Like, you can't just repeat the same joke every chapter and think it's funny. Listen, for everyone who thinks Tatsu is the problem, no, it's actually Lynn. I'm sorry. And it's
apparently the deep lore is that it's not even Lynn, it's Lynn's parents.
Yeah, exactly. And to be fair, it's not Lynn's fault either. It's Lynn's parents, but also to be fair, Lynn is a child. And it's just a joke. Get the fuck over it.
So is that like how Lynn grew up? Every night at dinner, her parents would joke about eating a nut.
Yeah.
Every night at dinner, they would talk about how they were going to cook and eat Lynn.
Yeah. Because every single
Oh no. I was just going to say Nopon, not Lynn.
It doesn't make sense if it's a Nopon because they didn't discover Nopon until Mira and her parents didn't get there.
At least once a month, one night of the week, one night every month, Lynn's parents would be like, "Okay, today we're going to cook you."
Once a month, they would say, "We're going to eat the dog."
Yeah, I didn't want to go with the
Just
pet
kidding.
option, but yes.
Jesus.
Just kidding.
Ooh, this episode.
JK LOL.
Spicy.
And
Moving
Lynn
on.
was like not old enough to be able to tell them, that's really not a great joke, or even a joke by that, by all accounts. But I guess.
All right. Let's.
I mean, how would she know better?
This is true. She would have had to have learned it from her parents, but
She's an impressionable youth,
Yeah.
You know who else is? Laura. And her mother, Renea, did what she could for Laura.
Wow, she was really good, actually.
Yeah, she raised local orphans. She did have that disease where she couldn't keep her blood inside her body, though. That was a problem.
Yeah, that was an issue.
She dies off screen. She taught Laura how to make charms, though. That's cool.
Aw, that's cute.
Hopefully,
She did almost sacrifice herself, but in the end, what the fuck was his name? Gort. Gort doesn't kill either Renea or Laura because his arm gets chopped off.
I feel like I've said this before, but Gort sounds like the name of a like a rejected Muppet to me.
Oh, Gort sounds like a skin disease to me.
It sounds like
No, I'll give you that.
bad yogurt. I don't know.
Yeah, bad yogurt, Gort. He definitely is bad yogurt.
He is bad yogurt and a skin disease.
How about a
I hope
mom
Renee
that...
wasn't. Never mind, I'm not going to say that. Go on.
No.
Okay. Let's talk about a good mom who didn't die. And that is Corinne from Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yay, Corinne.
Yeah.
Justin, tell us about Corinne.
She was super nice, and she raised a bunch of orphans, also helped raise Rex.
She's also likely the mayor of an entire island.
Probably, yeah.
I mean,
I believe it.
Look at who else there is competent.
Yeah.
Nah, it's Corinne.
No.
Or
Gosh.
Corinne, or however you say her name.
I thought it was Corinne.
That's what I thought too. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of her probably rubbed off on Rex, and that's why Rex is a good boy.
Rex is a very good boy.
True.
Rex also got, like, Dude, like I feel like for the story purposes, him being a 15-year-old and being like both optimistic and bright-eyed, but also mature for his age, where he like knows how the market and stuff like that works, is it's pretty cool. Like it's an interesting way to like have him as a character.
Well, it's almost as if Rex is actually a decent character.
See our Rex episode for more information.
Yeah.
I love when people complain about having protagonists in their games that they're like, they're not old enough. Why do you get it? Like, games are made for all ages. You can make the person who you play as whatever age you want, and
I can't believe that Rex is 50.
yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like every time there's an argument, it was like, this character's too young. Why did they put the character in the game? The character can't exist in the game. It's not our fault you have to make porn of everything.
Yeah, that's a different issue.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
different issue.
Anyway, another special mention mom was Mayneth. She's kind. I mean, she's a mom technically, mother to all the.
Listen, I have all these mechanical people just like crawling off of me. I'm technically their mother.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And she's better, a better mom than Xanta is a dad because she doesn't like.
Mayneth is a great mom. Zan's a shit dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if your dad starts eating you, you might have a shit dad.
If your dad like goes out for a pack of cigarettes but doesn't, or goes out for a pack of rolling papers and is like, "Oh yeah, you're the part that goes in the rolling papers for the cigarettes," that's Zanza. Saying. He comes
Bad
back and you're like,
dad.
"No, please, Dad, don't come back."
But for more about how Klaus is a bad dad, see our Baddy Daddy episode from about a year ago. Mayneth, however, good mom.
Yes.
Mayneth is a good mom.
Mm-hmm.
She cares.
Yes.
She was willing to sacrifice herself to let her children live. Again.
You dropped
Again.
this. You dropped this queen, your sword.
All right, so
The final mom.
the final mom, and that is Vess from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Because technically, I mean, she was paired up with her driver Mabon at a, or I don't know if I pronounced it right, at a
I
young
don't know if
age.
they say his name, but
I don't think they say his name in like actual dialogue out loud, but you know, who knows?
yeah, it's just floating above his head.
Okay. Yeah, she after
Mabon?
yeah, she's paired with her driver early, and then after his wife died, she basically raised. I mean, she did raise his children. So,
Mhm.
and then when Mabon got up in age, she cared for him. So yeah, a lot of big mom vibes from Vess.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she wants to just feed you dumplings. Not rice balls. That's too foreign.
Yes, dumplings.
Damn it,
Dumplings.
Dumplings.
That's why you need so much rice for your dumplings.
Yeah. Why did they
I don't know.
like? It's just there. At least they didn't say, "Oh yeah, I made them donuts."
I made them all peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Is one of those made with rice again?
Children, eat your hamburgers.
Listen,
Yeah, Apollo.
most people playing this know what onigiri is. Come on.
Yeah.
And if they don't,
Or just call it rice ball. Like, what was wrong with that?
Yeah, I don't...
teach. Don't just like call it something different for some weird pseudo localization.
Yeah, don't pull a
Whatever.
4Kids, man. We
Again,
passed
it's-
that.
It's not that... Like, dumplings isn't so much of a, oh yeah, I've definitely heard of that, as opposed to rice balls. So it's like, well, either go the whole way and have her make something that's, like, here she is making her PB&J with the crust cut off, or just leave it at rice balls.
Yeah, I love gyoza. That's not it. I also love onigiri, so you know.
Yeah, I love onigiri. I love bao. Those are both good.
I almost wonder if like the opposite thing happens, like when they localize, I don't know, like American media in Japanese,
No!
if they replace like hamburgers and just call it something completely different.
No, they make hamburger in Japanese shows all the time.
Okay, but I absolutely love the idea of SpongeBob being redubbed to make yakisoba.
Yeah, like that would be so funny.
That'd be great. Sushi burger.
Yakisoba secret formula.
Yakis.
Anyway,
You can't eat all that yakisoba first; it'll go straight to your thighs.
Come back to the yum yum bucket.
if we're talking about Japanese SpongeBob and yakisoba, we might.
Oh my god, the
near the end
SpongeBob
of the episode.
Japanese dub is amazing, by the way. Just saying. Anyway,
Any
Mom,
sorry, the way you just said mom.
Mom.
So, any other thoughts on Vess? What do you guys think of her?
That's pretty cool.
She's fine, yeah.
I don't know. She could mom.
I don't like the thing where I have to keep going to that theater and finding salt so she can make dumplings.
Yeah.
What? Oh yeah.
I just recently finished that quest too.
They were trying to put salt on the popcorn in the theater, and they just dropped it on the floor instead, so you can collect it. Headcanon. Anyway, yes, glad you all agree.
I do. Sorry. Yes, I think that is the only way to explain why there's so much salt here.
People are really mad about the show, so it's salty.
Yes. Did we cover every mother?
Can anybody think of any last minute moms that we forgot?
Last minute Xenomoms. Oh, wait, I have one. The mother of Xenosaga, Soraya Saga.
No, let's leave her out of this.
Yeah, let's leave her out
Let
of
her
it.
rest.
Listen, she's done enough. We don't need to include her.
Yeah. Leave her alone.
Just leave her alone, please. That's all
Please
we
leave
ask.
her alone.
Yes, please do.
All right,
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
think we're good.
Wow.
I just want to say, I do want to say, I do. That reminds me of Takahashi thing that I heard about him saying, "Yeah, our kids are like, why don't we make another cross, a Xenoblade cross?" Like, yeah, please do. I agree.
Yeah, that would be good. Do make that.
Yes, please.
More Coco.
More Coco.
More Coco.
All right. Well, I mean, if there's any moms that we forgot, please let us know on Twitter at XenoChat Podcast or on our email, xenochatpodcast@gmail.com. Wow. It was a very short discussion, but it was really fun. It was a really fun discussion.
It's almost like there aren't that many moms because they kind of just treat women as accessories to men's story, and therefore, even though, like, we had a lot of moms, there wasn't anything to say about them.
We have
Correct.
to kind of infer things.
God, take a drink whenever a mom dies, sacrificing herself for her child.
Oh, believe me, I did this episode.
Yeah, we noticed. Don't worry.
It didn't take much today, honestly.
It's okay.
Well, that's the sad truth that we come to now. But
Yeah.
anyway, thank you guys for chatting about the Xenomoms, even if it was a short chat.
Glad to be
Okay.
here.
All right. So shall we go around and say what we're up to?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Okay, Justin, you can go first.
All right, so the Kirby Marathon has been delayed for a little bit due to certain circumstances. And I am also currently assisting with a project that I'm not going to mention quite yet, but I will be talking about more in the near future. So be on the lookout for that. It will probably involve me streaming something. So yeah, you got that to look forward to.
Okay. All right. How about you, Robin?
I wouldn't know who you're talking about if you said bot.
Either way, come on.
Yeah.
We all say either.
Yeah. Let's see. I should be streaming. Assuming this episode comes out on Mother's Day, I will today be streaming Silent Hill 4, a Mother's Day game,
Ooh.
as I have teased before.
Yes.
And also, hey, El Shaddai should be coming out for the Switch sometime this year. Would have been great if I could tell you more specific things. Play El Shaddai. It's a bad game.
No, it's actually not. Come on.
Play El Shaddai. It's not a good story.
It is a pretty decent action platformer with some
A story that they forgot to include.
No, it's there. It's just they do it in an interesting way. Come on,
No, but you know what though?
Let's not be negative.
I actually have seen more people praise El Shaddai online than criticize it. I'm not even kidding.
It's because it's doing something different and it's trying a lot of new things.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's not a game that's fun to shit on. It's not like Ubisoft made.
Like even back in the day, I remember people praising it.
It is very visually pretty. It pains me how much of the story is not in the game.
Yeah, I mean, like there's some issues with it. It does feel in a lot of ways like a PS2 game, and I get that. Its design philosophy is definitely strange and all over the place in some ways, but I thoroughly enjoyed the game.
It's coming out to Switch.
Anyway,
I mean,
yeah, it is.
Speaking of games that don't include all the story in the games, Xeno, so it's not too different.
Yeah, so we're used to this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, but that whenever I streamed that game with you there, that was one of the best streaming experiences I've ever had.
Aww.
It was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't want you to think that just because I haven't gone back and read all the backstory stuff yet, that I didn't. I really did.
Haven't read 2 manga series and a short story?
Listen, it's daunting. But I did enjoy it.
Anyway. Nick, you didn't go yet.
I didn't go yet. I've not got really a lot to plug. I don't like drawing attention to myself, other than on this podcast, apparently. But, yeah, no. I mean, hopefully, I'll get back into streaming a little more soon. But you don't have to. You don't have to pay attention to that. Whatever. I do this for fun.
Well,
it's not like I'm gonna be Twitch partner.
We'll plug it in the show notes. Either way.
Sure. If you want to plug Radio Tanuki on Twitch, there you go. Maybe I'll stream someday. If you want to follow me on Twitter at Nickelberg, that's fine as well. But I don't really tweet that much. I mostly just like a lot of stuff. I can't deal with this whole Twitter thing. Sometimes I comment, but that's usually only whenever I have something that I feel like is even remotely clever to say about something, and then it's not. And if you want to like that, you know what? I really appreciate that. It makes me feel good, but you don't have to do that for your sake.
All right. Well, I'm not really up to much myself right now. No, I really don't have much going on right now. Huh.
Video games?
Well, I already mentioned that I beat Disco Elysium. I'm really sad that I beat it.
Oh yeah.
I
still need to play that game. I've seen some really interesting things.
It's really good. There's the writing is excellent. It's just an amazing game all around. I miss it.
As the slowest person in the world at video games, I will say I'm finally almost to the point where I've beaten Elden Ring, and I've really enjoyed that game. Wow, big surprise. Someone liked Elden Ring? No way. But anyway.
Unlikely. Sounds fake.
Oh, I did start...
There's something about the way they present their lore that is really interesting. But anyway, go on.
Tyler, go.
Oh, no, I was just saying I did start Death End Requests the other day because I had it on...
Oh, nice.
I have it on Steam.
Awesome.
Like, it's an interesting game. I really like the battle system because it just reminds me of pinball in a way, and it's just, like, very unique.
I watched like part of a speedrun of that game, and it looked really cool, but I've not actually tried it
Yeah,
myself.
it's a very bizarre game with the battle because like you're hitting enemies and then you're setting them flying and they can knock into other enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
I also
sounds
remember
amazing.
like the story was like deceptively fucked up.
Yeah, it goes
There's
places
some
sometimes, and it's like,
yeah.
Is it deceptive with a name like that?
I mean, it's deceptive in the sense that like you see the visuals
mm-hmm.
and you're like, okay, it's a compile heart. I think it's compile heart.
Yeah, an idea
Yeah.
factory.
It's like a compile heart game, and a lot of times their games are a little bit more lighthearted, but like this one goes in some pretty dark places at times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can believe that.
so I've been enjoying
It gets pretty gritty.
Yeah, the dungeon design is terrible, but that's
Yeah, that's why I ultimately fell off of it, because I wasn't liking running around in the game. But everything else about it was interesting, at least. So I'd say like look up a video or two of it, and if it looks like something you'd enjoy, check it out. But it's not going to be for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I'm enjoying it. It can
So
be
if you like dark RPGs, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, thank you for everybody for joining me and joining us listening. So before this would have been the Xenoblade 3 news episode if you want to give that a listen. And then we'll keep you guys updated on Twitter and whatnot for our next episode. Yes.
I will just add that if anybody's mad about things that I say in the Xenoblade 3 news episode, I'm sorry, but I was just kidding. Totally just kidding.
You're fine.
I don't even remember what you said.
It was just stupid jokes. You know me.
Okay.
Listen to the episode and find out why you should be mad.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to tell you. That's the context clue. Listen to the episode and find out.
All right. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night. And happy Mother's Day.
All right, take care,
Mother's
folks.
Day.
Have a good one. Have a good Mother's Day.
Save the game?
You keep cutting out, Tyler.
Oh, that's so
Yeah. That's weird.
I just said, what a complete Karen.
Mommy?
Did that sound bizarre to anyone else, or just
Yes.
Okay.
I was about to ask the same thing.
I thought that was my internet messing up again.
Justin just turned into like BJ from 13 Sentinels or something.
Justin got auto-tuned.
I got auto-tuned.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Now,
Yes, my mic's been doing funky things lately, so.
It's all good. It's all good.
Mommy? Okay, good job!